Oh, that took a long, never for a million years. It was just literally, I continue to write. I don't call it poetry, but I continue to write these bizarre little stream of consciousness to this day, from all from him introducing me to the love of words and the love of, you know, putting words together and things like that. But photography took over completely. So I started, you know, taking pictures of everything. You know, I took pictures, you know, all the stupid cliches that the students bring to me today to show in their portfolios, I did. So I kind of understand. You know, I took pictures of, you know, I tried to do landscapes. I tried to do, you know the horrible bums on the street. I tried to do portraits. I even, when I finally made the decision to become a photographer, which was many years later, to become a professional photographer, I even did, for maybe 2 years, I even did weddings, which I wouldn't, you know, I would rather put a gun to my head to do a wedding than do a wedding now. So I went through all of that evolution in the sense that I was looking primarily, my parents had done a really incredible thing where they had brought us up, me and my sister, without much money and stuff, but we always had Time, I mean Life magazine, Saturday Evening Post, Look magazine in those days. So I grew up. I was dyslexic, so I guess I gravitated and I looked at lots and lots of pictures. As a kid, they bought a TV, big console TV, and put it in, you know, so I grew up looking at TV from the time TV was invented. So imagery, looking at movies, looking Howdy Doody show and looking at those kinds of things. So imagery became an incredibly big part of my early life. Never in a million years thought I would end up using it. But I had that visual vocabulary that even today I still use. But the evolving was, I got my degrees, I worked for NASA, so I was at one time a rocket scientist. You know, I did all of that stuff. I helped start up a couple of computer companies, software companies. I went through all of those things, and, you know, to make a living. And then one day realized, I didn't realize at the time, it was much later than that, I realized I don't get along with others in the sandbox. So working for somebody, taking orders, following orders, doing projects that were generated by other people that I didn't have any say in, just was not something that worked with me. I had no idea that I had that character flaw at the time. It wasn't until much later that I realized that. But when the company that I helped start was bought at great profit for the people that owned it, and we lost our jobs, I never went back. And from that day forward, I've never worked for anyone. Never had a partner, I've been my own boss from that day forward. I started doing textbook photography. I started doing little community newspaper photography. They would give me little assignments to go shoot a little children's fair over there, or a textbook would say, I need portraits of 10 kids, 12 to 14 years old, but of different races and things like that. So they would send me out on those kinds of assignments. So the stuff was very, very pedestrian. The early work was very pedestrian, but I decided I really like doing this, and that's where I am now.